Yes, hello everyone. Today I found a very wonderful talk from Eckhart again. I know it's like, Eckhart is the one here on my channel for the moment. Yeah, it just popped into my head as I saw the title that I gave to this talk. It's and you have to know it, I give the names to the talks. They often have a totally different description when you try to look for them in YouTube, but I often find a complete different message in them, and it's really funny. But everybody, it's not funny, it's normal. When you hear a talk, there are so many facets, so many topics within that each person listening will find different nuggets or different perspective and different pieces that matter for them in that moment. You could have the same talk all over again this week, next week, maybe this year, next year, today, tomorrow. You will always find different messages because your life and your everything goes on and changes. So for me, this one here, I gave the title Finding the Right Way in Lost Situations. And for me today, as I'm here right now in this moment preparing this video for you, I completely connected to the lost situation and the right way and the finding it, because I am right now in a state where everything is in an extreme changing mode. It is really, really there and really here that things are changing, and I'm stepping out with quite some some braveness and braveness to even push forward these changes that wanted to be transformed day by day, in little steps. It was always pushing inside. And now I really start walking them, and and from that, I will continue in the end after Eckhart's talk, of course. It will be very interesting. But now I really want you to relax for the whole time. Take yourself a cup of tea or a warm water cup to relax your body, to really tell your body, oh yes, it's all good, it's warm, I feel well, I feel cozy, I feel really comfortable, and take that me time just for myself. And then don't forget to look in the end, to listen up until the end, because there is a gift for you. Yes, there is a wonderful, wonderful gift of, let yourself be surprised. And maybe it triggers you already, because I do that saying in each of my videos, and maybe it triggers you. And if it does, it is a sign. It is the sign. Go there, do it. And this is, but I will continue about this feeling field after Eckhart's wonderful talk. Now enjoy as much as you can. Enjoy something.
What you experience as the world is intrinsically one with your consciousness. The only place where you experience the world is in your consciousness. Philosophers have even questioned whether there actually is a world out there independent of conscious perception. We don't need to go there, but there's no doubt that the entire world happens inside you, one could say. You don't know what you see, what the eyes transmit, the senses transmit becomes nerve impulses that are sent to the brain, and that's just on the physical level. And then these nerve impulses are decoded, and then some kind of word appears within you. But to what extent that corresponds to a world out there, we don't even know. To change the world, so you look at the world in some way, you could almost say, go as far as to say, what you're actually looking at is a reflection in the external, in the world of form, of your state of consciousness, I could say. It's an interesting way to look at it. And the state of consciousness is partly there is your personal world and there is the collective world. So the two, they are connected, but they're not the same, because first of all, there is what you experience as a world in your personal life, or the people you habitually interact with, where you live, your surroundings. It starts with simple things like even the objects that surround you habitually where you live. So your world is your personal, your relationships with humans that you live with, your relationships with other humans that you meet every day casually, where you work, the people you work with. So all these things, your personal life, so-called life, is one sphere that you move in. And the important thing is not to neglect that in search of a better collective world. The two are related, but to disregard, this is a mistake that is often made, to disregard your personal sphere, the world that is immediately accessible to you as you and your life, the people in your life, where you live, all that, your work. To neglect that, it's very seductive to think there's so much wrong with the world out there, the collective. That's really what I should be concerned with, because there's so much wrong out there, you can see it. You just have to turn on some kind of device, whether it's television or that brings you the news and the commentaries, continuous stream. And then, of course, that is the collective world that then enters your living room or wherever you are, and then they get mixed up. They can obliterate, the collective can obliterate your personal life, and you think your personal life is quite irrelevant now, because what really matters, the world needs to change. It's so dreadful. Well, yes, the world needs to change, and the world is changing because humanity is a work in progress. Humanity is slowly evolving in fits and starts and regressive periods. It takes a few steps forward and then four steps forward, 3 steps back, then a few more forward. There's a gradual evolution of humanity, And to focus only on what is going wrong within that process, that evolutionary process, is also very misleading, because that's what you see when you watch the media and so on. It focuses not on what's going right or what has gone right, it focuses on what's going wrong. Then you give that more and more attention. By giving attention to something, you amplify it. So whatever you give it, now I'm not saying to completely ignore the world, no, but to give it an excessive amount of attention and only continuously think about what's wrong with the world, then you forget what's right with the world, and that then diminishes. So we have the external world coming into your living room, for example, through the media. And it can be, as I said, you can sometimes believe that your personal world, your immediate sphere of influence is irrelevant, but that's not the case. So the starting point with changing the world is to become aware of how you operate in this world. The starting point is, how do you relate to the humans in your life? What is your mind? What is your mind doing? What is your predominant state of consciousness? What are your predominant emotions? What are the predominant thoughts that go through your mind? So it's vitally important, as the starting point for changing the world is to become aware of your world.
Yeah, where have you getting lost in? Where do you feel how do you say that? Gotten lost in something, yeah. Where, in which field of your life, or yeah, in which field of this moment, of this phase in your life? Now, where do you feel lost? In situations, maybe in busyness. Not business, I mean busyness, yeah, in doing, in too many things going on right now. Yeah, where are you lost? Or is it you are lost in not knowing how to continue with your job, with your children, with your partner, maybe all together, maybe with your parents, maybe with your sisters, maybe with your life, maybe whatever, I don't know, but it could all be these things. And one thing it came so much into my system to tell you this, and to give it out to you, to all of you, is the fact of remembering not who you are, but remembering that all things, of all changes, next levels, or whatever you want to call it, but all the directions that call you, that one where you feel a strong wanting to go into a certain direction, to do something special, certain, that you're always thinking of. It is the things that come up in your mind that make you feel uncomfortable and that really give you a tough feeling, like like a resistant feeling, like something inside of you rebels and resists and really is saying, no, no, no. This is your path. Not your past, your path, your way, your guiding line, this is it. And I'm really shaking my hand here because I know it so much. This is it. Wherever something triggers, something feels tight and uncomfortable, and this is where you have to go. It seems paradox. It seems like, oh, I have to go around that. I have to turn away from it. I have to protect myself from it. I have to make sure that I will never feel this way again. So avoid any situation that calls up this feeling. Do you see what is happening when you are doing that? Your world, your whole world gets smaller, 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 smaller. It cannot get wider because there will be more and more obstacles occurring in your life that will cause this kind of emotion, this kind of feeling, this kind of resistance, this kind of anger, sadness, whatever the feeling is that is coming. So the only way is to face it, to go right into this one. And trust me, guys and ladies, and I don't know who is listening, I was the perfect one, and I'm still quite perfect in doing this, but I'm at a real deep realization of a next level here. So what I mean is I was a perfect, and like you all are, if you are listening to talks like this and not, if you are doing this in a very frequent way, you are exactly the same, just like me. That you are capable of going around your obstacles. You're avoiding the moments, the situations. You're a complete avoider of things. And if you listen and hear into yourself, listen to your story you have, you will know that I'm right. And sure, not everyone here might agree, but especially the ones that are not agreeing, that are completely resistant with this truth or this saying, let's say saying for you, but it's a truth. The ones that have the most resistance here, this is where you have to look at. This is your obstacle, your huge obstacle that I'm holding like a mirror in front of you right now. And this is the most important thing you have to understand, that all the bullshit you hear, you read, you see of avoid things that harm you, that do you any bad feeling, this is bullshit. It's tough to understand this, but this is the truth. You have to turn right with your head into it, to it. Because what is happening? You are getting a wrong impression about life, about some situation, about something, and your system just tells you you are wrong by having a wrong feeling, yeah? And I'm saying wrong feeling is equal bad feeling. If a bad feeling occurs, it just means, okay, I do interpret something a wrong way. And that's it. There is nothing more to say than this. Life is as simple as this. It's nor complicated nor nothing. And trust me, I had many, many situations in my life where I felt bad. So I was in so many ways interpreting, oh my goodness, interpreting, you know what I mean. This life, this whole life. And that's the only thing you have to understand. Feeling bad, you understand something wrong. Feeling good, you understand life the right way. I do let that sit here for a moment, and my head starts already to calculate, to find all the saved experiences from my past, from all the ones, and try to throw that into my system to really scan with this truth, this saying that I just did, to scan all my experiences if it's really true for every situation, or if I find a situation where it's not true. And this is my great capability. I am able to do that. My system does that automatically. When I say something, it automatically holds in and she's doing a statement here. So let's check that statement if it's really referring to each experience you had. So let me go through with you together. And I think that's a good thing to do here, because if I call up my experiences, there are 100% sure many that are maybe even equal, maybe just similar to your own experiences. And then we can already go into it and break it down, open it up, and re-understand these situations right now. So, when did I, for example, feel bad? Yeah, that's a good one here. If I'm in moments where I feel rejected by the other gender, meaning or I can even say not only the other gender, but feeling rejected from anything, from anyone, even dogs and cats, or animals, all of them, feeling rejected. And behind rejected is like, oh, I'm not good, I'm a bad I'm not a good person, so they don't like me. They don't want to be with me. They don't like me, and all these things behind all this rejection. And if this feels bad, it's not true. Okay. The reason why someone may not react, or some animal may not react the way you interpret things as being loved and all this, the opposite. Okay. Okay, the way they behave is a completely other reason. It is not rejection, and that's why it feels bad, because there is the wrong point in it. When someone is, okay, let's go deeper into it. When someone really tells you even, I don't want to be with you. We go into that one. Go away. I don't want to be with you. What is it? It's not rejection of yourself. It is not. And it feels bad because you project this sentence that he's saying, or this behavior that causes this sentence inside of yourself. I'm a little bit sorry. It's a little bit complicated, so but it's very important. This sentence that they say it to themselves. They don't reject you and don't want to be with you. It's completely not right. What they mean in real is that they are in that moment not capable of handling a situation. And maybe not just in that moment, maybe for a long time already. That's the only meaning of a rejected behavior, or even words saying, they are not able to handle your facets that you're showing to them, that you're reflecting back to them. They are not capable of handling this. And most of the times what you reflect to them is their part that they cannot accept within themselves, because everybody has every being within themselves. I have a Mozart playing piano person inside of me. I have an Albert Einstein inside of me. And this might sound crazy to you, but it's so true. And I can say that because I have had these experiences where certain characters really, well, it might sound crazy now, but I don't want to I could tell you really cool stuff about my experiences there, but I just want you to really understand this. And if you hear that I'm saying this and you feel something, and it might feel good, and you might really start thinking about it and realizing she could be right. I had some times in my life where all of a sudden were capable of things that I've never even learned, or that were so suddenly I knew certain things I could not know, or I was capable of doing things I never did, or yeah. And these are exactly these things, these beings, these we are all beings. So if we look at others, we see ourselves. But the different facets of ourselves, yeah. You are the facet living a certain way, yeah, a certain thinking way, a certain doing, behaving way, and the other person is living another facet from you, more intense, yeah, maybe the complete opposite part, yeah. I hope I could open your mind a little bit for this huge connection between all of us and help you with this understanding that you should rather change your way, the way that you go into the go request, try, test all the things where your mind wants to tell you, oh no, this is, oh no, and it's not, no, it's not good. It's where you get afraid or sad or angry about. Go right into it, request it, question it, question these things, question what is behind that, what could be behind that. Do research on this and go into this. And if you do this, behind this there is a self from yourself. It's like Cinderella in the movie. You will find the Princess Cinderella and not the Ash girl, I don't know what the name is. Yeah, you will find that one. Or if a male, you will find the prince that you are behind these walls that make you a frog, just sitting there, rather looking ugly, looking in a bad mood, having a never smiling, just looking, being afraid, jumping around and all the obstacles. Yeah. I hope I could open you to this. And now, if you would like to have a wonderful gift that I told you about in the beginning, you can, what is it? You can have a free coaching session. With whom? Yes, of course, with me. And this is really a wonderful gift, to go into this, to let me do the questioning, do the questions for you. And and some kind of energy work. You will feel and see it. The energy that is also helping to find your resistances that you have. Okay, I'm a resistance scanner. Resistance scanner, yes, exactly. And then I hop onto it, and then I show you reflected, and so And this session could be already so transforming. It's incredible. And of course, I mean, if there are many issues, many rejections, many resistances that you know, oh, I had it with a partner, I had it with my financial situation, I had it with so many things, then please go ahead and book coaching with me for 3 months minimum. 3 months is a good period. Do that and really start to become Cinderella or the prince and the princess. Yeah, to really become a different self that is thinking, doing things in a new, different way that you are not knowing yet. You don't know this person yet because it's hidden. There is a big, huge cover over it. Yeah? You don't know. So it's okay if you don't know. We will find it and you will find it, not we. I mean, I will just hear what you're saying, but I will guide you with certain techniques into this self that is hidden by the other self, that gets hidden, that gets pushed down from the one that wants to hold you in the place you are. And don't worry, it's not something that is doing it. It's just a program, okay? It's a alarm program that is running all the time. You have an alarm program running all the time, all day long, and this is not working correctly. It's like a dysfunctional alarming system that you have installed, and it needs an update. Yeah. Okay, guys and ladies, and now I really want you, well, how to find me, you know. Email address is in the channel description. Look it up and then give me some date proposals. Timing is always during the week and only after 9:30 p.m. European time. So just give me a few proposals during the weeks, working days, and then we are all set to make you such a wonderful experience. And maybe if you already feel, I have a lot, then you right away tell me, I want a complete 3 months coaching. You can do that as well. Okay? You can hop in right away or just say, I think I have one certain thing, but but not more. If you know it's only in one part of your life where you have something holding you somewhere back, then it's easy in one session. But if you know more, one session will not be enough. Anyhow, now I want you to remember who you are. Yes, you are that wonderful, great, incredible lottery gift in your life. And not just yours, also all the other ones in your surrounding. You are the lottery win too. To you and to them. And now I wish you a wonderful second, minute, hour, day, week, month, just simply year and all day long life.